Hi everybody! Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial with the fabulous Naked Smoky palette, one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a Naked Smoky palette tutorial, going over one of the literally infinite ways to use this awesome palette. I've already done my shadow priming and brows. Didn't figure I needed to go over brows again since I do them the same way all the time, so this way I can spend more time on shadow. So I'm going to start with my fun little shadow brush here and use 13, and I'm going to get that up by the brow bone and into the inner corner. Start everything off, both sides obviously. I'm not taking this down any further than the crease, just because I'm putting this here so I can blend the crease better. Now I'm going to take this slightly larger shadow brush and use Slanted, which is this fun silvery, almost blue color. Use this all over the lid. Now I'm, without adding any extra shadow, I'm using the same brush to gently blend this shadow up past the crease into the brow bone color, just to make it nice and soft. Again, easiest thing to do, windshield wiper motions. Blending brush. This is a Morph brush. I love this thing. Gonna use some of Dagger, which is a really nice, deep, soft blue-gray. Going to get this bad boy right in the crease. And keep most of it on the outer corner of the eyelid. And now I'm going to start blending forward because I want this to be nice and soft. Again, taking my chisel tip brush and some of Black Market here, which is a nice frosty black, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Now I'm going to apply this basically only inside the crease to deepen it without really blending it out. Because I want to do a bit of a dramatic crease for this. Again, keeping most of the shadow in the outer corner of the eye, and then blending it forward so it's not too heavy. And now pulling it forward along the lash line. So you can see that's getting deeper in there. I'm going to use a nice flat brush for the next part. I'm going to take a little bit of High, which I'm obsessed with. It's such a beautiful shadow, and use this on the inner corner of the lid, over top into the center, just to lighten it a little bit. And then blend this a little bit upward into the inner corner and even a bit onto the brow bone. Okay, now I'm going to do the top liner. I'm going to use my Chartist clay liner, and it's really hard to see because it's very small, but this incredibly teeny tiny razor sharp flat angle brush from Bedellium Tools that I love. It's incredible for small details and for getting the most precise line possible. Okay, ta-da! Just gonna use a little bit of this along the lash line, starting about halfway across the lid. You can use whatever liner you normally use to do this, and you do not need to use a brush. So I'm just thickening along the lash line. To add some depth. And blending it out ever so slightly. I don't want a solid line. I want this to be a really nice, soft, blended, smoky eye. So there you can see nothing crazy, just a little bit about halfway from the center of the lid. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. All right, liner done. Again, nothing crazy, nothing too fancy. Keeping it kind of simple, working it through. Just gonna go in and add a little extra blending, because as far as I'm concerned, you cannot blend enough. Okay, foundation time. I always feel like I look so ghoulish before I do my concealer because I'm so pale. And this is very Wednesday Addams accidentally. I'm going to go back and use Slanted again with a flat brush, flat shadow brush. And make sure and get rid of all the excess shadow because again, I don't want to make a mess all over this lovely foundation I've just done. So I'm going to start at the outer corner of the lid and bring it forward. For this you can go as low down as you want, I guess. I usually blend a little bit thicker than the width of the brush I'm using, just as a general rule. I'm going to use my chisel tip again with Black Market. And start at the outer corner of the lid, really close to the lash line, blending it nice and soft, not bringing it any further than the center. And then do the same on the other side. There you go. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of the Black Market and connect the two lines, just in a sort of triangular swoopy motion so that I don't get a gap and that my blending is nice and smooth. This also helps to keep the shadow rounded as opposed to having two separate lines, and then that way it's nice and clean. So far, so good. I'm just gonna blend this out a bit more to bring it more to a point and lift it. And then keep in mind that while I do this, I haven't added any shadow to my brush. I'm just using what's kind of left over on it and also blending the existing shadow because I don't want it to get too heavy. I want to keep it nice and soft. So adding pigment will just make it darker as opposed to softer. I'm going to use a little bit more of high just to kind of blend back in. To keep everything, as I said, nice and smooth and soft. So see how that just fades out? That's kind of the best way to do a nice classic smoky eye. Okay, now I'm going to do concealer. I'm going to start with, this is the Sephora brand Bright Future Serum. This is number 3 in Fondant. I'm gonna start with that as almost a bit of a color corrector under the eye. So you can see that's a little bit dark for me normally. But this way it'll help to eradicate any of the delightful purple undertones that the bags in my eyes happen to have. Yay. Blend this. So now I'm going to add a second Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. This is the number 1 in Bavarian Cream, which is actually light enough for me. So I'm putting this one a little bit onto the cheekbone to get a highlight. And onto my nose because yay, fun tiny zits that will not go away. Now I'm just going to set everything really quickly. Contour. Contour brush. Brush to face. When your blending gets so aggressive, you knock your mirror out of the way. Back in business. Highlight time. Blush. I'm using the lighter of these two colors, which is NARS Deep Throat Blush. Making sure to blend the blush over the contour and into the highlight. Okay, so now my absolute favorite part, highlight. Using this lovely fan brush, getting this onto the cheekbone, blending down into the blush. Look at that. I can't get over it, I'm sorry. It's so beautiful. Ah! Okay. Because I forgot, I'm gonna do mascara now. For lips, I'm going to be doing this LA Splash Cosmetics Lip Couture in the color Cryptic. I feel like adding more of a gray nude for this look as opposed to like a peachy or pink nude. You can use any color you want. Usually a nude or neutral lip or even like a clear or a nude gloss would look really nice with a smoky eye, and then it won't be too much going on. Not to say that you can't use a dark lip with a smoky eye if you don't want to. Vamp it up. Why not? So I think I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to add lashes because I don't feel like it. So this is your Naked Smoky look, complete with highlight and lip. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know. We're heading into the holidays. I'm going to be doing some holiday looks. Let me know. I was thinking maybe some gold glitter, some red lips. I can even do like a green smoky eye that you could pair with a red lip if you want, if you're feeling really festive. So just let me know. Thanks.